Round one, fight!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers ReaperCast. The Grim Reaper Gamers are a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are still in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, your drink of choice, and grab your controllers. GRG members are on nightly with official community nights every Wednesday. Hello, Reapers. My name is Johnny Hustler, and it is episode 43. So without further ado, let's get around the table. First up, he's been around for several weeks. He is the grimmest of Reapers, and he is redder than his damn jacket right now with how technical difficulties have been going so far. Lala Calamari, Jack, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing?
I think I'm doing a little bit better than you are. Having some trouble with that intro.
I'm flustered.
Yes, I can tell. We're having some serious Skype issues as usual. So anyway, what I'm drinking, I am drinking a local microbrew, Conshohocken Fest beer. It's one of my favorite Oktoberfest beers right now. And what am I playing? I'm playing Destiny. I'm grinding Destiny, grinding some more Destiny, and grinding some more, with a little bit of Forza Horizon 3 in.
Very good, very good. Making his return after school started. He has to play nice to a bunch of kids right now. Who knows what mindset that's going to put him in. Probably no worse than usual. Jammer, how the hell are you? What you drinking and what you playing, if anything?
Well, I actually have some parent conferences tomorrow, and those people are fucked. Those kids are going to get bad reports now because I'm grumpy because we're very late, and I'm very tired. And I already told you all this shit an hour ago. But anyway, I'll pretend like I didn't. I'm drinking a Harpoon, and I've been playing Forza Horizon 3, NBA 2K17, and some BioShock Remastered. And I missed you, Johnny.
We missed you too, Jammer. And hey, you know what? Anything that I can do to really mess with the next generation, I'm actually okay with.
These high school kids are getting bad reports tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
Good. Let them have it. Fail them all. Need to learn adversity. Kids are soft. All right, fourth chair, we have a new member, which means we have a new member spotlight. Well, he's not new to the GRG. He is new to the ReaperCast. He is a longtime member who's been around for quite a while, going back to the Too Old to Shoot days. He is Big Fish, our resident West Coaster. Fish, how the hell are you? What you drinking? What you playing?
Oh, hello. I had to do that again, of course. So I was drinking, but it's been long gone. I was drinking an Elysian Dayglow IPA, a local brew out of Seattle. Very tasty. But I had to go something harder because, difficulties. So I've got an Ula bourbon. Very good little distillery that's out of Seattle. And I am enjoying it thoroughly. Playing, not Destiny. Looking forward to BF though. So, but
he's
other
playing
than
how
that,
to find the power button on his Xbox.
yeah, playing how to find the power button, and I still can't find it. My wife plays more than I do.
I know. Can she be a member instead of you? Can we trade?
She, it's she doesn't like the nerd show.
She doesn't like you guys.
She doesn't like you guys.
Nobody likes you, Jack.
I'm part of GRG and I don't like us.
All right. So, with somebody new to the show, we get to grill them.
Can we break out the old questions?
When you mean grill, are you talking like food? Because Lala's got a couple of dogs.
You can have the younger one.
I don't want him over there. He's too tough.
Is this the point where I tell him he's doing fine and it's almost over?
It's almost over. You're doing
it's almost
fine.
Over. Sweet.
I'm 2 knuckles in.
Oh, wait, the show's almost over? My God, I'm tired.
Oh, you know what? I should actually expand this a little longer just to piss Jammer off.
Okay, let's go.
So anyway, since we don't have the old questions, I do have a few.
Tomato meter.
Yes, tomato.
You want to start him?
You
want to start him? Or
how about the host start him?
What the hell with the host? He's so screwed up tonight. he's taking a back seat at the moment. So
I've
you've
been
been
in the
around
backseat for a long
like
time.
forever, Fish.
Yes.
GRG, Too Old to Shoot. Give us like one of your favorite moments being in the clan.
Oh Jesus! I thought you were talking about Lifetime. My goodness. Being in the clan. My goodness. So we used to have clan nights way back in the day, and it's probably one of my favorite games to date with the clan was the WoW days. Not WoW, the World at War days, the Call of Duty World at War. It was a lot of fun. That was probably the best time. After that, it kind of just Modern Warfare 2 sucked. Well, it was okay, and then glitched. And other than that, I didn't really play Call of Duty much. So
Is WoW like the Asian version of WoW?
well, it's wow.
Or-
Thank
Wow.
you.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a WoW.
I have another question. I came prepared.
Oh wow.
I know he's
Oh,
reading
wow.
questions.
Yes,
Thank
I
God.
have my sheet. Okay, so your job requires you to travel all over the world. What's your favorite
Yes.
destination?
Oh, it has to be Tokyo.
I swear, one of these days I'm gonna get some PMs. That racist guy, Fish.
That's all right.
Why does that dude make fun of Asians?
Yeah, well, no, my eyes really are squinty. It's not all the moves. No, I really enjoy Tokyo. I've been there twice, and in the last year, and it's a lot of fun. It's really cool because it's a place full of extremes. It's you go one on one hand, it's very very out there and like crazy, like what you would see in TV. Just all the kids being crazy wacky, and then the other hand, it's very traditional, and people are walking around in kimonos, and it's a really really cool place, and the food is freaking awesome. So that's my favorite place.
Now all that travels with the new egg, right?
That's good enough.
It's
Yeah.
close enough, something like that.
John,
Something
yeah.
like
How many more you got written down there? Jesus.
I have
didn't
a
know you could
few.
write that many
I
words.
have a few. I'm prepared. I actually want to cancel one question. So what times are you usually on? So if someone wants a game with Big Fish and if
sorry.
like hypothetically, if
I
you
wasn't
return
muted
your
there.
Xbox on, what how many hours behind Wentz standard time are you?
So
Oh
I'm on
my
Best
God.
Coast time, based out of the West Coast, which is the best. And typically, if I were to get on, Friday nights maybe, later. I don't usually get home until about 6:30, 7ish. The family time and stuff like that. And if I do get on, it's probably later than that. Weekends are hit or miss. So.
And the final question I have for you is cat or dog?
Why not both? You stir fry both of them pretty good.
Eh, there you go.
Horse is actually good though. I mean, I will say horse is very tasty.
Johnny, I just have one.
All right, you go with yours, and then I'll
'Cause
throw
I'm-
out a few of
I'm too
mine.
fucking tired. So there's no, I don't have time for 80 questions tonight. And plus, Fish rambles forever because we know how Fish is at staff meetings when he's had some bourbon and stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
I still don't even know what he said that time, but it sounded good. He just kept talking. Do you like Disney World?
Can I skip that question because I really don't? No, so for those who don't know, I used to live in Orlando for 20-something years, and Disney's okay. Part of my family works there, and my wife loves it.
Wait, do they work at
care less.
Epcot in the international area?
They do, but it's not Japan. I'll tell you that, or China.
It's Jersey.
Yeah, it's Jersey.
Jersey Shore. Oh, see, you guys
The
represent
Epcot
the
international Jersey. area.
you represent,
everybody's orange. It's the
Grex's
Oompa Loompa
people.
area.
All right. So you go by Big Fish.
Yes,
Where'd you come up with the tag?
that's a good question. When I was in college, I doodled, and I just was, mindlessly screwing off, and I doodled a fish that had kind of like a cigar hanging out of its mouth and like a little top hat, little notch in its tail. Just kind of, been around the block, and that's kind of where I came up with the name.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Jack got my question already about best GRG previous incarnations moment. So I'll have to go to when was your first gaming moment, memory type of thing? What got you started into this hobby that we spend a lot of time in?
Wow. Let's see. The first memory that I had was my dad bringing home an Atari, I believe it was.
Yes.
And we used to play, what was that game? Was it Tank Commander? Or something like that. And we used to play that all night. And we really dug it. My brother and I played forever. That, and you had the Pac-Man and what else did we have back then? I remember E.T., but I never had it because I was too poor to get games all the time. So we never had E.T. I really liked Pitfall too.
Oh,
that was cool.
Pitfall was great.
You should be thankful you didn't have ET.
Yeah.
That was the worst video game of all time.
As someone who tried like hell for a few years to love that game, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was awful. All right. Last one. Favorite all-time game?
Favorite all-time game. I will have to say, man, that's a toss-up between Zelda. Can I do a series? Because I really do like the Zelda series.
I think we can qualify series in that.
And then the old school Metroid, like the very first Metroid. That was my favorite. Oh, but then there was Mega Man too. So yeah.
Fish is rambling. So surprising.
yeah. No, that's, because it's getting
He kind of
late.
sounds like Johnny a little bit. He's not locking down to an opinion.
Yeah, he
waffling.
did do the Johnny.
I have lots of old school games, favorite games.
The
But
Johnny
yes.
kind of, sort of.
Johnny, and as you know, they're all single player games. Excellent.
They keep him from turning on the multiplayer portion.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Welcome to the show. Glad to finally get you on here. We've been working on getting Fish on here for a long damn time.
It's been a bit.
Some reason
Jammer
he
doesn't like it when I ramble. That's why.
No, I do during staff meetings.
Okay.
It keeps me quiet, so
No,
stop the yelling.
not that much keeps you quiet though. So quiet is a relative term with you. So, all right, moving on. We got Wednesday night community nights. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Refer to the calendar at grimreapergamers.com/events for a full listing of events coming up. Monday night did see our return for Halo night. We finally put down the Destiny crack pipe, picked up the Halo crack pipe. Jack?
I actually did not make that night. I couldn't make that night, but we did have, I think, a full 8 people play, so we had some private lobbies going. So that's still kicking. People are still playing that.
I've been meaning to get in on that too. I believe it or not, I do have the Halos, and probably 5 as well. And I've been meaning to get in on it, but I get home too late. So.
Oh, it's a shame because Enzo comes up with some pretty wild game types and maps. I mean, just crazy ass shit. It's usually a lot of fun, so it's not super skill based. Where a lot of it's just kind of goofiness.
Like a fried rice. Oh.
Yeah.
Fish is there.
Fly lice. As long as it's spam fly lice, it's good.
I'm so getting PMs from this fucking show.
We're shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending our last ever show.
Yeah. Fish brought down the ReaperCast.
I'm sending Fish to diversity training.
I've been there.
Oh, you can outsource that.
I could outsource that, actually.
Oh my God. Wednesday night community night, we did have the GRG Destiny tournament, the 4-on-4. we'll do a little chit chat about that. Jack, you and I were part of that one.
Hey, John. Yeah, I wasn't able to take part of that. How did that go?
Okay, servers were a little bit of a fit. Jack, you want to elaborate or?
Well, I say that my team won because we beat your team fair and square. The other teams cheated by changing the map types. Well, we beat Texas's team, so.
Well, that's not
Grex's
difficult.
team. He changes. I told him put the official map on, and he had something else on, so he forfeited. So.
Has there been server issues with Destiny?
You know what? Oddly, there is. And it usually seems like around 11 o'clock at night they hiccup. And
Those West Coast assholes coming on.
yeah.
Mhm. Bungie's like right around the corner for me. I've been to their.
Well, I called them up. I used my GRG Cloud, and I told them like get your servers fixed, and
Oh, so it's gonna be better next time then.
it should be, yeah. So next Wednesday, they should be pretty good.
Very good, very good.
There's a good turnout though. How many people?
We subbed people in and out because some people couldn't last or they got dropped. There were 16 people signed up that played, but I think all in all it wound up being 18.
Probably over 20.
Yeah.
Probably 20 or so because we
And then
did have to cycle a handful of people out.
We never
And
did
in.
play the championship round, so that was just a few games of like mayhem. So
Did Johnny use his PlayStation 4 controller again by mistake?
he must have because I don't even know what he was doing in game.
I was trying to use those damn vehicles, and I hate those things. God, that was the first time I tried to use those vehicles on that map, and that was terrible. I finally got reoriented later on, but
Sure. If
I
that's
gotta
what you
As on a side note,
Yeah.
real quick,
blasted you in mayhem. So
I was tomato meter was pretty red at that point, so I wasn't really paying attention.
I'm kind of disappointed tonight because part of our technical issue is that John. Normally we could see each other on Skype, and John we cannot tonight. So when I take shots at him, I don't get the what an asshole I am look from him, and it's not as rewarding right now when I can't see his face reaction there when I say something.
But
Yeah,
you're
I
getting
don't-
that off of the picture, though, aren't you? I mean, that's kind
Oh,
of.
you
what
know,
I'm
you should
looking
see
at.
some of the faces he gives me.
I'm about ready to take my old camera and put it back on here. This damn camera right now is just being a pain in the ass.
I should.
I might.
If you screw up this Skype meeting, I will kill you. Fire? No, I won't fire you. I'll promote you.
You don't have anything left to promote me.
Site
owner.
Oh, fuck that. I don't want that thing.
No one does.
Congratulations, John. I always knew you could do it.
Send me
Not
your
the only
email
way
you
you
want
can
me
promote.
to forward the GoDaddy addresses to.
Jammer at I'm stuck in an office at school.com
Done.
In purgatory here with you guys tonight.
or bigfish at newegg.com.
Wow.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. So let's see. Further things on the community night. We are going to have Battlefield 1 on PS4 side with Klown, and I believe Vikes is rallying for release date on the for both early access date and release date on the
he's got
Xbox side.
Vikes is running a few nights. For early release Tuesday. I think he's doing something for Wednesday night and for Friday.
Yeah, community night was the other one. Yep. He
Yeah.
was talking community night, and obviously Friday the 21st when everybody gets Battlefield.
And
One.
he will be getting Vikes will be kicking off a GRG Battlefield 1 server as soon as they're available.
Which is probably about 6 months
Who knows? Yeah, they said soon, so that's all I know.
So 6 months.
next year.
So over under on how many times Vikes actually has to like restart a party and invite everybody in because nobody can actually get into the server on launch.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
launches too. What's the over under on that?
The same amount as Texas kids.
I don't know. That's a
Oh
lot.
wow,
I don't know
that
number.
is a lot.
I can't even count that
I'm gonna
high,
take-
even
I'm
using
gonna
my
take-
hands and toes.
But it's EA, so I'm gonna take the over on that.
Safe bet. Especially, we'll talk a little more about that kind of shit later. And then also, so, kind of lost in all that, Klown will be on release day, the 21st, the official release day. He'll be also hosting Battlefield 1 on the PS4 side. Cat Sweat will be on, I'm sure, throughout as well. So, and then Turn 10 Thursdays, Forza Horizon 3 Racing starts October 13th. That's actually tonight.
Yeah. I kind of. That's what sucks about the ReaperCast tonight. I kind of wanted to play that and have Digital just beat us all night long in Forza Horizons, but
Well, he's long asleep now.
Yeah. So they'll be
Yeah,
doing that again. They ran that tonight, and they'll be doing it again next Thursday as well.
And I think he's got the next, 3 or 4 Thursdays down?
Yes.
Okay, so Thursday nights for the next few weeks or so, we'll be having Turn 10 Thursdays, Forza.
It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of a just different pace from everything else. It's not as hardcore as like standard Forza, so a little bit more casual.
All right. Again, for further events, go to grimreapergamers.com/events. Let's go to gaming news that affects the GRG. First and foremost, and I'm going to keep bugging your asses about this until we get donations. Extra Life is November 5th. You got at least one more show, I believe, between now and then as well. One more show. One more show on the 27th for that one. So we're going to make the plea. It is for Children's Miracle Network. We have a lot of guys playing. They are getting donations for their local hospitals. This is a great cause, people. It helps for research, helps families with their finances, for all the bills that you can rack up on medical stuff, helps keep the kids in the best care possible that they can get. Great hospitals, great for the kids. This is a great charity overall. It's not about the gaming. It's about helping out these kids. We just celebrate by binging on energy drinks, coffee, whatnot, after the fact. So we raised as a group, as a nation, over $6 million last year. We're looking to just shatter that.
And you do it wrong, by the way.
I do what? What I do?
You never listen to me with this. Every year you start the thing at like 6 a.m. or whatever, and then you go through to 6 a.m. the next time, and then you fall asleep. If you started at like 6 p.m., right, then when you're getting really tired, you would have other people around to play with you rather than just people that are, struggling to stay awake themselves. You'd have a better chance of making it through without falling asleep.
You have a point. But I do like to watch all this shit on extralife.org too.
I've been telling you that for 3 years, though. You tell me I have a point now?
No, I say it every year and I ignore you.
That's true. I could not do it. I give you guys credit. I could not stay. I barely play an hour now. I fish. There's no way. If Extra Life was 5 minutes, I don't know if Fish could do it.
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's face it. We're getting older. We're kind of having to split these up a little bit. Make Saturday and Sunday sessions. So we'll see how that goes. So if you get a chance, donate. Craig, thank you for your donation, buddy. Just wanted to put that out there. Maybe kind of spark everybody else a little bit too. Gears of War released recently. Gears of War 4, play anywhere. You can play on your PC. You can play on your Xbox. The old stuff's there, the Horde, the multiplayer and all that. We do have a handful of people that are really sparking the GRG community with Gears. Jammer?
Well, I can't talk about Gears necessarily with the play anywhere, but I've been doing it with Forza. And I am actually really shocked. I never thought that this shit would work quickly. And I got to say, believe it or not, last week I did turn on my Xbox and it immediately cloud synced my save and I was ready to roll. It took less than a minute to sync it. I was really surprised that the play anywhere is actually pretty flawless.
Very cool. Check forums.grimreapergamers.com. We do have a very good Gears group.
Yeah, we just actually started a Gears of War gaming group. If you're interested in Gears of War, check out that thread, post that you want to be added, and anytime someone mentions the Gears of War gamers or the Gears of War players, you'll get an alert through the forums that there's an activity going on or whatnot.
Do you still get stuck to walls?
I have no clue. I didn't get this version.
This version I'll probably get, but it's going to be a little bit down the road. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody on who's getting it right off the bat. I think Battlefield kind of shot that one for some of us. Made Gears a little bit later on in the holiday season, probably.
It's the first Gears I haven't bought at launch.
Yes, it's the same for me. I'm notorious for not playing single-player games or single-player campaigns. I've played every single Gears of War campaign. I've loved the series. I mean, it's kind of goofy with the chainsaw guns, but I always enjoyed the the graphics. I always thought it was great for the 360. And
I'll
just skipped this
agree with
one.
that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. The campaign has always been really good, and I enjoyed the horde mode. If you get a couple of people that are really, in sync, but multiplayer, yeah,
They could
no.
suck an egg with those shotguns.
God, no. Yeah.
I enjoy the multiplayer. I really love horde mode. I guess I get a kick out of some of the over the top shit. So
Well,
this will
horde
be on
mode's
my
great,
radar. But horde mode's awesome.
but the multiplayer itself, well, no.
I used to like it, but this isn't the first one I haven't bought at launch. Judgment I did not get.
I don't count Judgment.
Well, this is probably the first of the numbered series then that I didn't get. So a little bit of Star Wars news. The Star Wars Old Republic trailer for Betrayal has come out. Yet more MMO stuff. Jack, you're our MMO expert.
Yeah, you know what? I was a huge Star Wars Old Republic fan. I have several tunes on both sides of the factions, the Sith side and the Republic side, or whatever they're called. I forget now. This trailer is fantastic. I love Star Wars, the Old Republic trailers. I think they're better than any of the Star Wars movies they've made in the last few years. I really think they can learn a few things just from these trailers.
Needs more Jar Jar, doesn't it? I mean, it really does.
It's the trailer for this is fantastic. It's great.
Yeah.
And this is for the Knights of the Eternal Throne expansion pack that's due out December 2nd. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. It almost makes me want to fire it up and play it again.
Well, yeah, I gotta say, for me, like, I almost wanted to go back to Star Wars, not for the full MMO like La La way, but just to play through all that story content and almost treat it like a single player game in a sense. Just because the stories are really well
And you
done.
totally
Star
could.
Wars games, yeah.
And you know what I tell you, the questing for that, the storyline, the different worlds, the storylines for the different worlds, and your actual class storyline is great. I thought that was fantastic. It's all voice acted.
Yeah, I'm very tempted. I might go back to it for a while.
It's a great MMO. I'm playing right now. I'm playing World of Warcraft, and you don't even pay attention to what's going on because it's stupid text.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Star Wars, you get kind of involved because it's all voice acted and it's done very well. And even if you just play just the level of character through all the different missions, it's very enjoyable.
Yeah. I was really into it at first. I kind of lost track of it, but I would love to get into this again sometime. So, and it does look really good. It looks really good. Last couple look really cool.
Couldn't we say that with you with any game?
Not
Minus
Ark.
Ark. He goes to Ark every time. That's his wheel well now every time.
It proves you wrong. It's great.
He's not even in Ark. He just puts it on there so it looks like he's got tons of hours in Ark, but he's been sitting there picking corn out in the backyard instead.
If you'd ever get on the damn server, you'd see what all I've been doing lately on that thing.
You probably
Planting corn.
I don't want to go back on the server because I know you guys have done probably awful things with my body.
No, because we've wiped. You haven't been on since the last time we had to change everything out.
I think that's what depressed me. I lost my gorilla.
Oh, we all did. We
My
all lost
bear.
Harambe. All right. So further Star Wars news, Battlefront is coming to EA Access now. So EA Access, the $30 a year service that gets you later released games, I guess you could call them, older released games for free, or along with the service, not for free, but on the Xbox One, and also get you trials like the 10-hour trial for Battlefield 1 that started up today. Battlefront is now there, so if you got EA Access, jump in. Maybe we should get a old school night.
It hasn't released yet. It's coming by the end of 2016.
Thank you. That's they don't have a date on it, just sometime this year.
Does it give you all the DLC?
I don't believe it will. It doesn't say. I even heard it, but there's currently 3 out DLC. It's Outer Rim,
It's
the Bespin,
and
Death Star.
And
Death Star
I would get
just
it for the Death
released.
Star, yeah.
there's a 4th one coming out. It's called Scarif, and that's going to come out with Rogue One. I guess that's Rogue One related DLC.
It's about a year now that the game's released.
Yep, a year ago.
It's a shame. I thought that game was a gorgeous game. It looked fantastic.
It felt like Star Wars.
It sounded like Star Wars. It sounded fantastic. I don't know, that it didn't hold me.
It truly was a really, really good looking game. I love that's one of the things that I love about games in general is the the settings that they put you in, and I thought Endor, the moon of Endor, was just absolutely beautiful, and I thought it was a great looking game.
The game looked good. The game played well. The game was, like Jammer said, pure Star Wars feel. The problem was, and we've said this before on this show, Jack, especially you, content wasn't there at release. And without content there at release, you lose a big part of the base shortly after. And that's what happened to this game.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say there's two other games coming out with EA Access as well, Ultimate Fighter 2 and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So they will be released, I guess, with the Star Wars Battlefront. So EA Access is a great deal. I mean, if you were to buy Star Wars Battlefront now, I think they have it on sale for $20, which is a pretty good price. But that's EA Access is $35 for the year. So,
and then you get all the sports games too,
All
the late sports games.
And the trials. The trials are nice too. You know, you get 10-hour trials. That gives you a good chance to know whether you want this game or not. I think they'll probably do the same thing they did with Battlefield 4 and Hardline. They went to EA Access. Eventually, they started either drastically discounting DLC or offering it free like they did with Battlefield 4 eventually. So at some point, you'll see those DLCs available easily for the people who have EA Access or who bought the game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little while because I think that they're hoping to give the game for free, and then Rogue One's coming, so people are getting excited. And then maybe they can get some DLC sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what, like $15-$20 right there. So.
Yeah, I figure, you know, I'm talking like way into next year before we start seeing deep discounts or free. So I think it was a year after Battlefield 4 hit that you started seeing the deep discounts. So, all right, in Call of Duty news, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare will be a combined 130 gigabyte install, including the Modern Warfare remaster. So they are now tied together, just like, you know, we talked on the last show how the disc, you had to have the disc to be able to play the Modern Warfare remaster, so you couldn't just trade in Infinite Warfare and keep MW. Now the digital version, we wondered what they would do. They answered the question, 130 gigabyte. My God, that's a third of what's available on the standard 500 gig edition.
Yeah, well, now that is for the Legacy edition. So that's the one that does come with the Modern Warfare. So I don't think that Infinite Warfare is obviously that high.
No, but that's good clarification.
I was looking up some of the past Call of Duties and their size wise. Advanced Warfare was 55 gig. Black Ops 3 was 60 gigs. They're estimating Modern Warfare Remastered to be like 37 gigs. So the rest, like 90 gigs, is going to be Infinite Warfare. So if you don't have a USB backup drive or external drive, get one. You're going to need a 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte. Buy one. They're cheap. Then you don't have to worry about it.
I got to imagine it's a small percentage that doesn't have an external at this point.
You would think, but I think that it's a larger percentage than you would think.
Texas lives in a different country.
Yes.
It's probably not easy to buy external drives.
The import fees are a bitch there. So
yeah, it's pretty big.
It's almost mandatory now. I mean, good Lord. I mean, even this one with a 2 terabyte system, if you get a handful more games, as much as they're just growing and growing and growing, we're going to be pushing those 2 terabyte editions of the Xbox One here shortly.
Well, just think about what Scorpio is going to bring, right? So, I mean, if you kind of go a little bit further in the future, and it's supposed to be a updated system, you know, how many terabytes are you going to need for that? What is it going to, what is it going to ship with? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be insane. So, all right, delayed news. Cuphead, the game that was featured along with the Xbox One at the initial E3 when they debuted, is delayed now to 2017. We're looking at something that's going to be out there for quite a bit, and it's been delayed quite a bit, guys. I mean, it's an interesting looking game. It has kind of a cartoon aesthetic like the old Disney shows.
Yeah, this is one I'm not used. I haven't played platformers in a long time, and I cannot wait for this one to come out. This looks fantastic. The artwork, it looks like you're watching an old cartoon.
Yeah, it looked really cool, and you know, I'd rather sometimes games like this, I'd rather them delay it and get it right than what happens a lot of times where they try and push it out the market and patch on the way out, and then it's just a heaping pile of shit, and then it's shithead rather than Cuphead then.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny fell asleep, I guess. What kind of host is this? This is pretty bad, isn't it? Anyway, you know what? I will move on since I used to co-host once in a while, you know.
Johnny's taking a pee break for all those that are curious.
And he thinks I'm not going to let people know he's taking a piss, too. That's the best part. But
I just came back at the right time, didn't I?
This won't be edited.
Oh no,
in post.
I got done ripping you. We were moving. I was about to move on to Star
this.
Citizen for you, John.
Gee, so nice of you not to do that and just start.
You should know. How many years? Shouldn't you know better?
That's all right. I really want to play this Cuphead game, but God, it's just going to take forever.
We moved on.
I know it's probably going to be next gen before this ever shows up. All right, so in the world of delays, I guess, kind of following a theme here, Star Citizen, the game created by the creator of Wing Commander, that has made a ton of money, and as far as I know, still isn't out of alpha, has had its single player delayed. Now, can you delay something that's still in alpha?
Well, sure. Release date, sure. I think what they're doing with the Star Citizen, they're going to release the alpha. They're going to release the single player first, and then the multiplayer, the actual MMO part, was still release date was still to be determined. Like that's not even. They have no idea when that's coming out.
Well, they said the single player is indefinite now.
So I mean, this game, there's so much hype with this. I'm almost to the point where I was going to buy a PC to play it. Well, this is great because now I can push off buying a PC until a year or two. I don't know.
How much money has this thing made? Roughly. It's in the tens of millions,
Tens
isn't it?
Tens of millions, I think, yeah.
Yeah. I think somebody said 16 the other day, but I don't know. My facts could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I think your facts are completely wrong.
They're Asian-fied.
Yeah, he's Asian. His math's got to be spot on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
150 million, is it?
77 million is the number I'm seeing here. This is from like March of 2015.
No,
exactly.
100,
I think that's what I said. Booby trap.
Well, like I said, this is over a year old. This number is over a year old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the initial crowdfunding was 49 million 2 years ago. And then 77 million in
I'm
early...
seeing on Wikipedia, 127 million.
127 million. I mean, 127 million, yet we don't even have a release date, folks. I mean, come on. This is... that's insane.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, it looks intriguing, but I'm actually surprised that more people are still excited about the game, considering like No Man's Sky almost hurts a game like this, where it's just promise, because that's what No Man's Sky exactly was. It didn't raise the type of money that this did, but it was a whole ball of promise, and then was a piece of crap.
This game got me confused. I've watched a lot of gameplay on it because I'm thinking this is going to be the next big thing. I'm going to get into this, play. I'm going to buy a new PC, and everything I've watched, I don't get it. I don't see it. Bores the shit out of me. I can't even make it through a 5-minute video. So I'll be kind of curious to see, I guess, later on what it's going to be like. But yeah,
if it ever releases,
yeah, it's like the new Duke Nukem. So
yeah, well, Duke Nukem couldn't even imagine making that much money off of that last turd they came out with. All right, let's talk about our main topic, the round table, the grim discussion, if you will. And if you guys like that, thank Body Farmer for the idea for the name there. So see if that holds. We'll see if it sticks. We originally talked about the odds that Battlefield 1 would work on release. We've kind of expanded this out to what are the odds of certain games working on release. So let's talk about the first one, the big elephant in the room, DICE's baby, Battlefield 1. We've already touched on this a little bit. It comes out early enlister is Tuesday. The release is next Friday. Jammer, you look like either you got a pee or you got a idea here. You want to say something?
He's doing the whip.
I could just can I just answer? Can I just do a generic answer of no to everything and go to bed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Of
So
course, it's not going to work. It's you know what? I think it will work for the early enlisters because it won't be everybody, and then once everybody's on, then kablooey.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to ask. You know, where we're going to see, you know, it seemed okay with the first ones coming on through EA Access. Next stage is Tuesday with the early enlisters. Then Friday, you know, are we going to see an incremental issue?
I mean, how long did Battlefield 4 took?
Do you think though that and here's a better question: do you think that people have jumped onto the hype of the early enlistment? You know, I mean, you know, think about the kids. Mom, I got to have this first. Type of deal.
Kids, that was Lala today.
You know what? I look at that early enlistment. That thing pisses me off so bad. That game should be released to everybody on Tuesday, where every other game is released on. But they're pulling some bullshit to suck an extra $20 out of a few people. Release it early for $20, and then on Friday, everybody else gets it.
It's not a bad. I mean, you know, think about it the other way. It's not a bad idea.
Well, I'm not buying into it. I refuse.
It's not a bad idea, but I think they did it backwards. Usually, you know, the complaint is these things, especially our age group, our generation, these things release on midweek, and we're working, you know, we're taking our kids here, there, and whatnot. We're working late, whatever. We'd rather have it on the weekend. So this time, you know, you would have thought they would have said, okay, you want it on the Friday before.
Yeah.
Then pay the extra, and then you can play it through the weekend and then Tuesday's release date. Instead, they decided to say, well, we're going to release it on a Friday, but if you want it on that Tuesday like you used to have it, here's 20, you know, hand us 20 more bucks. And it's like, kind of did that backwards.
And plus, I don't feel comfortable giving them an extra $20 with their track record of Battlefield and Battlefront titles. Mm-hmm. Have they ever fucking worked at launch? Ever.
I'm so confused right now.
And you know what? I'm an idiot, and I'm like Lucy. I'm like Charlie Brown, and Dice is Lucy holding the football, and I will get the fucking game on Friday. I'll fire it up, and I guarantee you, I will be tomato goddamn red Friday at 9 p.m. because my game won't work. And
who
fall
are
for it every
you?
Time.
You were like a finger away from pushing the button to order early enlister today.
Yes, I was.
And like now he's like taking this hard stance against it.
Well, no, I didn't order it though.
I'm cheap, so
I was weak, and Destiny's I'm kind of over Destiny a little bit once I get past this raid. And then you know you have Body Farmer posting videos in chat, so that asshole.
He is a prick.
Yeah, it's. I would have done it if it wasn't DICE. And if it wasn't their track record they had with games, I would have done it. I would have caved. But just knowing how their games work at launch, I'm like, screw you, I'll just wait. And then I know Friday I'll be pissed off anyway. So
see, I know we have a list sitting here in our agenda since we're professional. But you say because of DICE. What gaming company do you actually have any faith in? That launch it would work.
Well, the next one is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and I think that's going to be fine. I think it'll work. There may be glitches, there may be some problems, but I expect that to work. I think like Black Ops 3 was a huge disappointment. It was an odd title because Call of Duty titles usually work at launch. They're fine. I mean, like Modern Warfare 2 had
I still remember server issues on other Call of Duties the first night.
Yeah, but they're pretty solid. They pretty much have it locked down. I mean, for the most part, like these games use the same engine over and over, so you'd expect that.
And then Lala gets red because of netcode, and
netcode. And Call of Duties are
getting itchy.
I mean, I think they're pretty solid. They work pretty well. Dice just doesn't. Dice doesn't work, and it's bad. Like, you'll go months with like a broken game, and the Battlefield 4. Look at Hardline. Hardline was a mess when it came out, and now it's a decent, fun game. But it took like what 6 months, 8 months to get working right.
Yeah, it took. Well, I don't think Hardline took as long, but yeah, Battlefield 4 took at least 6 months or so.
Battlefield 3, Bad Company 2.
I don't think Battlefield 4. I think we got to remember about Battlefield 4. I'm trying to remember because remember it launched 360, and then it
went up. Yep.
I don't think it was this bad when it was on the 360, but then
there were still issues on the 360.
There were some, but it got really bad with the Xbox One.
Oh, it was unplayable with Xbox One, but the 360 was a pain in the ass too.
Yeah, you had with the Xbox One, you had a lot of Xbox One issues. I mean, that's the big thing, being able to party chat with, 2 people for one. I mean, and then jumping into somebody's party was, I didn't even think it existed at Xbox One.
It
was pretty bad at first.
Well, I think we'll get into that aspect in a little bit here, but yeah, I think Infinite Warfare will probably be a little bit better, although it can still have some issues. I mean, Black Ops 3 did have some server problems. We had a lot of kicks.
I know people like Treyarch. I'm not a Treyarch fan. I cannot stand Treyarch Call of Duty's titles. Black Ops 1 was terrible. Black Ops 2 was worse. 3 was horrible. I expect Infinite Warfare to be okay. Modern Warfare Remastered. That's really the only reason I'm getting this is Modern Warfare Remastered. I hope and pray that works. So
I still think you guys are.
I pray to wince.
You're chasing a pipe dream of memories.
Yeah, it's going to be too fast. That's the one aspect that I have cut off Call of Duty. It's just too fast. My squinty eyes and slow reflex just don't work that well.
Well,
there you have it.
Yeah, and the other thing I don't trust is this is now, it's Infinity Ward, except it's really not Infinity Ward. I mean, it's about half Infinity Ward now with a few guys that came back, but it's not purely Infinity Ward anymore. It's kind of hybrid.
Where was that turn? Because Infinity Ward used to be the home run and Treyarch wasn't. Was it World at War that the Treyarch do World at War?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I think that's when the things shifted where then everybody liked the Treyarch ones rather than the Infinity.
No, I don't think so. I think even till Modern Warfare 3, it was
Modern Warfare 3 was when it started falling. It changed.
Yeah.
That was when the founders of Infinity Warfare went to Respawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Respawn. Yeah. And then Sledgehammer took over the third aspect of Call of Duty.
Yep. And then, Black Ops came out after that. That's really kind of where Treyarch kind of turned things around because, partially because Infinity Ward was dropping off. It was that company in name only, and it was hardly the quality that we got out of past games. So
I don't remember just in general, like early on, like say Call of Duty 2 and, some of the earlier 360 games. I don't remember it being as much of an issue as technology has gotten better, that side of it's actually gotten worse.
Well, I didn't jump in until Modern Warfare, so.
Same here. And multiplayer was World at War for me. I didn't even play multiplayer with Modern Warfare 1.
I don't remember there being as many issues with servers and stuff back then.
No, Modern Warfare 1, I don't remember any issues. We played the hell out of that.
No. Yeah, Modern Warfare, World at War, MW2, those weren't.
MW2 was fine. It was the glitch, like the javelin glitch, where the guy ran up and then...
Well, game glitches, but I'm talking network, server
servers.
problems.
Yeah, that was no problem. I'd be curious, like you have Titanfall 2 as the next, and...
Speaking of Respawn.
Yeah.
Had issues, and Titanfall 1 had issues when it first launched.
Yeah, now here's the difference to me on this one. Like Titanfall 1 was supposed to be the next big thing, like the first big Xbox One game. So everybody got that one. I don't think everybody's getting Titanfall 2. No. I think they're going to have a much smaller user base. So I'm going to go with that one will work.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Numbers game is going to be a lot better for them because I think the Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare are going to cannibalize that title.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been, like I think
Spring.
Jack said
Spring,
recently, it
yeah.
should be spring. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Titanfall 1 came out in April, May when it came
Mhm.
out. So, and that's the one thing too, is like, why don't more games shoot for that slot? GTA does, and they do pretty well.
Everyone's buying GTA regardless.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
They can sell it any day of the week, any time of the year.
But look at Overwatch during the summer, and it played well. It got, I know Overwatch had Blizzard's name on it, but still, I mean, released in the summer had good sales.
They just, I mean, everybody goes to their fourth quarter. They want the sales then.
Yep,
Yeah.
they want the holiday buyers.
But like a game like Titanfall, they're hurting themselves. I mean, Battlefield and Call of Duty are just going to kill them.
Yeah, I think that's a title that should have been spread out. But I think basically that's going to be just kind of a reskin, a few additions to like new mechs. It'll be.
You're
easy
just
to
saying
have
that
a
because you hate
transition.
Titanfall.
Huh?
You're just saying that because you hate Titanfall.
Oh, I do. I will not get this title, but I think that it'll work. I think it'll be off the bat. It'll run.
See, Fish, we found a game we can play now because Lala won't be
very
there.
good.
There you go.
We had Gears 4 here, but since nobody really is a part of that contingency anymore, I'm thinking maybe we should talk about one that we are all, or a lot of us are playing.
Gears 4 is running fine. People are playing it, so that
Yeah, it should be running pretty good, it sounds
Yeah.
like. So,
But
but what
again,
about
that's
Destiny
a
after
smaller,
2 years?
So go back to Gears though. I mean,
Yeah.
how many people have really truly bought that game? I mean, is it a high number, or are people just holding out for the Battlefields and the Call of Duty? So I mean, it's kind of one of those. It's kind of like in the same Titanfall aspect where there's not a lot of people and they're trying to hype it, but is it really that popular? Are people buying it?
Yeah, I don't think it. From our group, GRG, it's not as big as Battlefield. Battlefield's going to be huge. Destiny is huge.
And we're the most important thing in the world, so I mean that's
Mm.
that's all. That's all. There
I
is.
see. I mean, that's all I can judge from. So
I really see Gears as something they'll pick up a little more towards, as holiday gifts. I think you'll see people getting that more. They'll spend their money now. They got to have Battlefield and Call of Duty on release day, and I could see something like Gears being more of a give me this for Christmas type of title. So
Because Grandma doesn't know what to get Bobby for Christmas. That's why.
So let's chainsaw
Grandma
aliens.
see a chainsaw with gun.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, it looks like Billy will like that.
a little curb stomping, it's all good, right? No.
A little blood and gore. Who doesn't like that with their holiday season, huh?
Merry effing Christmas, Bobby.
All right. So what we've talked about are specific games. What about the networks when some of these major releases hit? Last year, we had a lot of problems, especially around the holidays, thanks to jackasses like Lizard Squad, who, a couple of them got hit with felony charges recently. Do you see the networks buckling again this year?
I think you're going to have asshats that want to continue the Lizard Squad bullshit. I think that'll happen again. I don't know. There's always assholes in this world.
That's not going away.
Yeah. The fact that they can overcome something like that is amazing, but
I'm almost kind of like on the fence where it's like, you would think that these companies would learn their lesson. I mean, I don't know. You would think.
Well, I think we said that last year when Lizard Squad nailed them after a year. A year before the networks buckled. On the launches of the consoles.
well,
So
what's sad about the Xbox Live? I don't play PlayStation, so I don't know. Is they're finally, with this preview program, finally getting to the stuff that might be a little bit better than we have from the 360, but 360 Live was so much better. The user interface, the features it had. I don't know. I think it's a little disappointing how Xbox Live runs now.
Being able to join a party easily is probably still my biggest gripe with the one.
Sending it, just going through the menu. It's just the whole thing is just
Actually,
awfully done.
the biggest gripe that I have is being able to push the button.
Yeah, the guide button and
Yeah. No. The power button.
Oh, the power button.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
that's really the
Yeah,
toughest
why are we
part.
letting Fish talk about the UI of?
He still uses an abacus. What does he know?
You're so funny.
Yeah, it's I got a bad feeling we're going to see some more network buckling,
But not till
from
Christmas.
both sides. Yeah, I can see it around the two major launches here too, Battlefield and somebody trying to prove a point.
Why did they need to do it there? Battlefield's going to do it to themselves.
Well, that's probably true.
I mean,
they'll just have to take credit.
You just talk about Battlefield. Like, I just can't fathom how this game doesn't work, and I know it won't. But it baffles me. If I was in charge of this company, I'd be like, get this fucking game working on launch. It's embarrassing.
But the single player would work, and I think
I don't
that's
even know
what
what those two words are.
Exactly.
What do they care? They still
Unfortunately-
get your money.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. I like single player campaigns, and that'll work, and I'll play that until the servers get better. And then I
That's
won't
a
play
play
anything.
arc.
They get your money anyway, and you're still going to do it again next year.
Yeah,
So what do they? Why do you think they worry about it?
Yeah.
They're not hurting in sales for it.
Oh, they won't. Not with Battlefield 1. It's going to be outrageous.
It's the same thing with Call of Duty. It's why they make the same garbage over and over again and make it more twitchy.
Makes
I
money.
think Battlefield outsells Call of Duty this year.
Probably.
If
Maybe.
they're going to, this is the year.
Yeah.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year. If it doesn't, I don't know if they ever will.
I think they took the right route with the genre. They, instead of going to space, instead of future combat, they made the wise decision. So I think people want to go play the old war style games, not space rangers. I don't know.
Yeah. We already have Halo. I mean,
Mhm.
and Destiny.
And Destiny.
Yeah, there's they're graying a lot of lines between what Call of Duty used to be and what some of the futuristic shooters are now, which makes the Battlefield 1 aspect a lot more stark this gen than
And
probably
Friday,
would have been another.
the servers will burn.
Probably.
We probably could do a site fundraiser, Lala. So this way you won't have to pay the bills for a while. Have people donate. They have to pay a fee to have a webcam feed of you
Trying to get into a game.
trying to get into a game. Because I would pay for that. I'd pay to watch you try and get into a game.
I'll send them a webcam.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a webcam.
So keep it on you. And people, we can send them. We got to figure out how to do this. But if they donate a certain amount of money to the site, they can watch you just see if you blow into ketchup.
Jesus. All right. Okay. On that note, let's wrap up the roundtable. I think
Johnny,
we're
are you going to let them do this to me?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Son of a bitch.
He's just happy I'm leaving him alone.
You just threatened to give me the site. Yeah, I think we're in consensus. We're going to see major issues coming up in the next couple months with our gaming experience. So we're not optimistic. Let's just put it that way.
It pisses me off. I watched those videos today with the Body Farmer, and the game looks fantastic. It looks like the best Battlefield ever, and I cannot wait to play this. And I know Friday I will
It's
be.
going to go.
Well, you're going to
fucking
play
red.
it, but it's going to be a month
Yeah.
or so.
So
Yeah.
The only way that will ever get fixed and changed is if people stop buying at release. And that's not going to happen.
nope. All right, let's wrap this up. Bring it home. Want to welcome new members to the clan. We've had a lot of members joining up again still. Recruiting is still going on, and our next big push starts up again next week with Battlefield 1 entering the mix. And then, what do we got? 2 weeks after that is Infinite Warfare. Is that correct?
I think so.
It's
Yeah.
right before Extra Life, isn't it?
It's actually the day before. Yes, it's another Friday release, the 4th. That'll be the second year in a row they've released the Friday before Extra Life, actually. So, yeah. So 2 weeks after Battlefield 1's actual release, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, so we're looking about 3 weeks away. Titanfall 2, a little while after that. Everything buckles and goes to shit after that. So, but we'll be recruiting around all those times so we can all commiserate how the servers aren't working. And we'd like to welcome those who have joined. So looking forward to all the new members and playing with all the new guys and getting them all into the fold.
Yeah, decent amount of new members too.
Yeah, quite a few. Still coming in pretty good considering our last real push was around Rise of Iron. So gonna have a bunch more coming in. Next show we'll be recording in 2 weeks on October 27th. You'll see it the next day. Whoever's gonna be on, TBD. We don't even know what we're talking about yet. So
Talk about rambling.
Well, we'll probably talk about Battlefield 1. That's probably gonna be the safe one. So check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Grim Reaper Gamers, all one word. Also, make sure you check out those forums, forums.grimreapergamers.com. And Jammer, what's the Twitter account? You haven't had to say this in a few weeks.
I don't know it anymore. I haven't used it in forever. Somebody else has been doing it.
I've been taking it over.
You're doing it much better. It's grgamers.com. Spell out the .dot. And Lala's been doing a good job, so I don't need to do it anymore.
Yeah,
What?
I take
For
advantage
real?
of scheduling tweets.
You're hired.
I have a lot of like porn stars following me now.
Your dreams come true.
That's all that follows us.
Jack's
We
finally got it
It's
down.
like, oh, look, it's a porn bot. Sweet.
It's been my last several follows too. So,
But you know what? I prefer that over GRG people anyway, so at least I got to see some tits.
besides your own.
I got moobs.
Also, check us out on player.me. Look for Grim Reaper Gamers. We do have a page over at the player.me gamers social media site. And again, twitch.tv/Grim Reaper Gamers. We have implemented the feature to randomly host members that are playing. So even when one of our admins aren't playing through the GRG feed, we'll pick up others. So check it out. Subscribe to Grim Reaper Gamers Twitch.tv channel. Have it notify you when we're on. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Fish, I'd like to thank you for finally getting on the show.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun. Next time, try not to screw things up too much.
Well, here's hoping Skype doesn't try to blow my camera up this time.
Or I'll eat your cat or dog or something.
You can't see them now.
Yeah, well,
Damn cameras aren't working.
I should have done ninja moves. That's what I should have done. Ninja moves.
Fish missed out because normally Johnny's cat's like just sashaying around, showing its ass. Yeah.
Fish's mouth would have been watering the entire
watering.
time.
It's watering now. Oh, stir fry.
PM Lala _calamari with your complaints for today's show. Or digital ciphers. Why the hell not?
Sure. Throw him under the bus.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Remember, smack that peen against the subscribe button, whether it's twitch.tv, player.me, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. Check out our past episodes on either YouTube or at the website, grimreapergamers.com, or iTunes or Google Play. And check out Shenanigans on the YouTube channel. We have videos uploading of gameplay. And again, check out the audio-only version. It's all over the place, wherever you can get fine podcasts. So for Lala, Jammer, and Fish, this is Johnny Hustler saying, so long, stay safe, have a good week. Don't game alone.